Hello, everyone. This is Samantha coming to you from My Dolly Dreams Came True. Y'all, say hello to all of our besties. I'm going to turn it over to Ari Jules Barbie, and we have a lot in store today. Y'all, first of all, thank y'all for all the love and support that y'all gave your girl last week because I needed every bit of it. It was just rough. I just couldn't get it together. I just could not get it together mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Just could not get it together. Just overwhelmed by all the stuff that's just going on in the world and trying to make sure that my family was okay and, just other things that, kind of like kept coming up. And yeah, so, um, so we're going to get started. I did get a few things. So this is going to be a haul. I'm not going to open up anything in this video, but I just do want to share what I did get. And this was some stuff that I was able to get last week that I was supposed to share last week. But yeah, just overwrought with emotion. Just I went into complete meltdown. It was, I was it felt like at the point of no return. So I did have 2 therapy sessions last week, and I had to get plenty of rest, and I had to get plenty of rest. So, and in doing so, I don't know, y'all, Mr. Perfectionism trying to join us today. So, I had to get plenty of rest and just do a lot of self introspection of some things, and it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It was more than I could handle mentally and emotionally in terms of where I am in my mental health and just how sometimes how painful things really can be. And I'll talk more about it in other videos. I'm not going to bombard y'all since this is like the first video, but it's always something going on. But I'm going to get to the things that I've purchased and the things that I'm going to share, and also I'm preparing for December's Pinkmas. Yes, y'all, we are doing it again this year. I'm planning for that right now too in the background. So you're gonna see, the doll set. Everybody's gonna, slowly change up, and the background is gonna change up and everything. And prayerfully this year it's gonna get a little bit more festive. So, without further ado, let me share some of the items that I got. I've been had this. I'm just going to share it anyway. I was going to open up this Polly Pocket, and I still am. I don't know. I've gotten into Polly Pockets recently, but I'm going to open this one off camera, and I was going to open it last week because sometimes I like to have toys and things around that I can actually open when I'm like in the funkiest space. That helps a lot. And the Zuru mini brands, that helps. Well, I like to open up the fashion ones, and they don't really have them anymore. I probably can get them somewhere else. I like to open up the fashion ones. I need to get some food ones because my dolls really don't have any food. And so I need to get some food ones as well. And I like opening up the ones of the LOL tots. I like opening them up. And sometimes when I'm in that headspace, I like to open up like little tiny things, um, and just, reach into that joy. So, and I only got a couple of those. I don't have a lot of those. I need some more of those. So let's start with the first doll I got. I got her because, yeah, I got her at Target when I did some shopping there. And I know people are boycotting or prepared to boycott, but I'm going to go where my dollars let me go to shop for me and my family. So, so I got her, of course, because of the pink hair. Not too crazy about the dress, but what I do like about this is that they kind of got her closer to what she actually looks like. Sorry about shaking the camera. And sometimes that's unusual, but they got her closer. So I got this Naturalista set. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is the night routine bonnet set. We opened up the pink one in another video, and I got this one in this video this time, but we're not going to open this up today. But I did, oh y'all, excuse me. I did indeed get that. Let me see some other things before I get to some other stuff. So this isn't doll related, but y'all, I got these cute little gingerbread socks, holiday socks. They are so stinking cute. So, I got another of the Yummy Land dolls. This is Kisses. She is so cute. You see that? So this time they went on and put the keychain in it because the keychain used to be up under here. And all you have to do is just add the scent to it as opposed to having like the 3 parts. You just have 1 step instead of 2. And she is dressed so cute, y'all. Look at her and her little kiss. And she got her little kiss headband and her little sash and a cute dress. Oh, that is too cute for words. And a little cute kisses, earrings. Y'all hear me getting all excited. Y'all, because I love little items like that. I really do. I really do. And let me see. I got another Yummy Land. I got this one. She is so cute. This is the Blow Pop. Y'all, I've eaten so many Charm Pops in my life. I've even bought them by the bags. My favorite was always the strawberry, the cherry, and the apple. They had raspberry too, but I just had certain ones that I really loved as a kid. And she's dressed up so cute as a Blow Pop in the pink and blue, and that's some of my favorite color combinations. And they got the little keychain part as the Blow Pop, and they have this keychain down here as well. And yeah, so that's who she is. I'm trying to do it so you can see her, so you can see her as the little Blow Pop. Oh, her name is Lulu Raspberry. All right, girl. She is so cute. So that's the Kisses, but let's see what her little name is. Okay, her name is Coco Kisses, right? So I have all of them except for JoJo Bubblegum. I didn't see her, and maybe I will get her because of her cute pink hair, and that will complete the set. I don't know what it is lately with certain things. I have completed the set, and I don't normally do that, y'all. But I did that with the LOL OMG surprise doll set. I can't think of the doll set. And I hear the music playing, Powerpuff Girls set. I heard the set playing in my head and everything. So y'all, look at these cute Uno cards. No one's playing with these cards. I might do something else with them because I have opened them up and they are super cute on the inside, and they do have Barbie on the inside of them. So they are so cute. So I might do like a little collage or something with my cards because no one's playing with them, right? So you know how you go into Target and they have like the little section up at the front, and you can get all the little cute gift ideas or little things that we often get for our dolls and different things like that. Well, they had the cutest little lip gloss, hydro gloss, and they is donut scent. So I know I'm gonna love the scent of donuts. And then they got two donuts right there, super cute. I'm taking both of them for myself and do something else with them. Yes, I am. But I don't know, I just kind of like need to get back into myself. And I love scented things. I love things that smell good, because it's good for my senses. It helps me to it helps to calm down the stress and anxiety. So I am that freely frou-frou, girl. Yes, I'm 54. I'm a grown woman, but I'm still a really frou-frou girl. I love to smell sweet scents and, dress really cute and ruffles and all of that. So that might be part of my new look. I still got a whole lot to work out. But anyway, so I got that for myself. Before I get to save the best for last, y'all, they had this cute, cute little dollhouse. And the reason why I got this is because I'm going to do another doll of healing wall with, and it's going to start out with the little cute dolls and things like that. So I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm definitely going to decorate it inside and out. And I'm going to put my cutesy dolls and things on there. So that's the idea I came up with for that. I'm so excited to start working on that. But I do have other little projects that I wanted to do. So y'all, your girl went on and did it. I saw these dolls in the store, right? And I'd been looking at them. And, I'm like, do I want to get them? Do I don't want to get them? Do I want to get them? Because I know with me, with the, the anxiety, the change of something new, and it takes me forever because I have been blessed to see them on Instagram. But it's one whole thing to see something on Instagram and a whole other thing to see it up close and personal. So, I was like, do I want one? Do I not want one? I know part of it is the hair. I'm still dealing with the issues with my own hair and trying to learn to celebrate, me more. And I will say this, as I am learning more about uh, Black history, not February's Black history, but I mean Black history. And I'm not going to get deep into that. But if you know, you know. The more I get to learn about things that have been covered up and the things that have brought about, the shame, the being upset, that just, society perpetuates certain ills towards our people and certain things that, bring about hate, dislike, and things like that of ourselves. And I am one of those such persons who suffered with that. And I learned about that in my, I want to say, the first year of therapy. I learned that I really hated myself. I really had no love for me at all. And that was the most hurtful thing that, y'all, that I could have learned. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the most hurtful thing that I could have learned about myself, is that I didn't love me. And as I started to do a lot of self introspection and looking at a lot of things of the past and looking at what the culture was definitely perpetuating in the 80s, it was a direct split. Either, you had the roundaway girl with the big earrings, stuff like that. And I did that. And but then you had the other side, with the Valley Girl and this and that and the other, and that's where our girl, Cheryl Clueless come along. So it was a serious divide. And but in the middle of all of that, um, there was still a lot going on, especially with me being a dark skinned woman. And I know I've talked about this before, but naturalistas um, kind of forces me to talk about things like this. And you know, I was often picked on. I was often picked on and bullied and talked about for a number of reasons, but my color was one of them. I was often treated badly because I'm a highly melanated woman, and even statements would be made to me like, um, you would be prettier if you weren't dark skinned, or you're cute for a dark skinned girl, this and that and the other. But it would be better if I wasn't dark skinned, or better yet, if I had passed the paper bag test. And so I've always had issues with low self esteem, and I've always been talked about. I mean, ever since that knew that I came into an existence, and I was about 2 years old when I realized that that I was a part of the earth. You know how when you come into your own awareness as a little person, like, hey, okay, that's just that's I see something. You start recognizing that you exist. So um, I was often teased, ridiculed, and bullied ever since I can remember. But it wasn't until I got to school where it really got even worse, where they talked about my color, they talked about how I looked, my weight always fluctuated, um, because I've always had eating issues. I wasn't anything serious where I was doing it myself. It's just there were times I didn't eat, and sometimes I binged, but I never did anything harmful like that. But still, yo-yo dieting, even at such a young age, because you're made to feel shame because of your size and your color. That's not good either, and that is what happened to me. And so I dissociated very early in terms of like my hair texture, because the other girls, the pretty feathery hairdos and all these kinds of things, and I didn't know how they obtain textures and stuff like that. And it wasn't until my mom put now you're gonna find out how old I am for real, put the first Vigoro relaxer in my hair. It came in a purple and white box, and it smelled like sulfur. And that was my first experience with putting chemicals into my hair, and I was like about 8 or 9. And they have the blowout where you can to press the kits, where you can actually press out the hair and stuff like that. And then it went from there to wearing actual perms. So I lost the true connection to my hair when I was about 8 or 9 years old. And internally, I wanted to get as far away from my hair as I could, because, it was treated as if it was meant to be ugly. And so I went through a myriad of changes, and still not liking myself, not even wanting to associate with my own culture, because I was I was taught that a lot of it is ugly, the stuff that they constantly perpetuate about black people, you know and so you don't want to be a part of that. And we have a lot of internal racism in our own culture, and a lot of things that need to be worked out because of trauma and mental and emotional psychological abuse and things like that. And so I'm still working on those things. And um I really sometimes envy other women of color, black women who have beautiful textured hair like this doll and like that I have, and they embrace it, they enjoy it, and it's like, for me, it's so far removed, and I want to, and so I don't cut it anymore, and I do connect with my hair, brush, comb, that kind of thing, or sometimes just touch it, stuff like that, so I can just really just get reacquainted. But I have really been traumatized in these areas for a very long time. And so I still have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. And these dolls kind of make me, have to deal with it. Especially if I want the dolls, I have to deal with them as they are and not try to change them. And I've never seen anyone reroot one of these dolls because they got the hardest heads on God's green earth. So I wouldn't even want to see that. Just trying to do a body swap with them, it's almost like performing surgery of some sort. So, but I am glad for this doll collection, and I do want to learn. And what's helping me is I'm learning more about my history. I'm learning more about true Black history, the history that has been hidden. I'm learning more about it I'm learning about it every single day. And I'll save the rest of that for another video. But if you know, you know. But that is all I have for you today. And we are going to unbox this beautiful doll. We're going to do a review and compare her to a made to move doll. We're going to do that in another video. But I'm excited because they are more made to move. And I'm going to see how it indeed looks and compare it to the Barbie made to move. So again, always thank y'all for y'all constant love and support and understanding. When I have those days or weeks where I just cannot do videos, I will continue to try to post more. You can follow me on my Instagram, All Things Barbie and Pretty, or My Dolly Dreams Came True, because I do have two pages. You can also check out my page on TikTok, My Dolly Dreams Came True. Yeah, or either my All Things Barbie and Pretty. Either way, you could check me out on those two other platforms. When I don't post here, which I'm going to try to do more, I do post in shorts there sometimes. So yeah, but that is all that I have for you today. There will be 3 videos today. I'm going to try my best to make sure that I do have videos in place for next week, because next week many families are, celebrating, doing family celebrations in their own way. For us, it's Friends and Family Day. Some people call it Friendsgiving, different things. So my family will be celebrating us next week and sharing a meal, a special meal, because we eat anyway, but coming together, sharing a special meal on that day. So I'm going to try to have videos already ready for next week. And then the week after that, y'all, we are going to be into Pink Bus. So yeah, so I still have a lot to prepare and to get ready. But it's coming. So until tomorrow, let's stay fierce and fabulous, and let your Dolly dreams continue to come true. See you tomorrow.